Hey, I'm Steve Nelson and you're watching 4-Minute Film School, a show where I get 4 minutes to teach you a lesson on filmmaking. And it's going to be the best or worst 4 minutes of your life, but that depends on how you look at things. And today we're going to be covering storyboards, so start the clock! The idea of storyboarding was conceived and first implemented by Webb Smith, who was subsequently murdered by Samuel K. Storyboard. Storyboards take on many roles in the professional film industry and may be done by the production designer, director of photography, cinematographer, or a hired storyboard artist. For our purposes though, you will be the one doing the storyboard for your own movies. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this video anyway. There are tons of different ways to go about storyboarding. To start it off, we'll take a look at the original form invented by Webb Smith. This process basically consists of drawing out your images and writing down any dialogue or action notes that you think should be included. You can download this free template we made for you guys by going to this link. Just print copies out and draw, or if you care about our planet making it to a ripe old 5 billion, you can just download them and draw on them using the program of your choice. If you're working with a team, use post-it notes on a board and write underneath them an erasable marker. This way you can move things around and the team can throw out ideas, which can be easily visualized. And then the guy who came up with the stupid idea can be easily asked to leave. If your local school won't let you use their dry erase board, remind them that you're a student and this is a project that might get you into college. Or if you're, out of college, dropped out, or just, stayed in your hometown or whatever, remind them that you're a taxpayer and that all the money that the IRS steals from you goes to pay for said dry erase board. And if they end up kicking you out and you're not allowed to use it, you can buy a poster board to put your post-it notes onto, and that'll work. This style of storyboarding is generally used to visualize your shots, look at the project as a whole, and really make a decision on the order of events. But if you're looking for a more in-depth storyboard, there's other options.
Every day your finger makes countless selfish clicks. How about a couple for your friends? Share IndieMogul. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And then you can get back to whatever else it was you were doing.
To get a good guesstimation on the length of your project and to hear what your soundtrack will eventually sound like, you can do a video storyboard. Once you finish the other storyboard we were talking about, take the images that you drew, scan them into your computer, and place them in the right order. Then record a rough audio track of the dialogue, and whether it's, women characters or male characters, just do all the voices yourself for it so you can get an idea of how long every scene is going to be. Add some sound effects and some music, and you'll have a pretty complete skeleton of what your final product is going to look like. And now we got some tips from the IndieMogul forum members.
Try and write your film to accommodate certain props and locations that you have access to that others won't for their films. If you live near a cliff, throw a stunt dummy off it, and if your dad has a boat, write a scene on it. This will make the film infinitely more interesting to people that don't see these locations often, and will give your film a more personal edge and make you leave your mark on the genre.
When you're storyboarding for your film, make sure you don't overload yourself with work, because it becomes a chore and it gets pretty boring.
The most important thing is that you make a storyboard for your next movie, because even if it's chicken scratch, it'll save you both time and money. And the time you're going to save is both while you're shooting, on location with actors and everything, you won't be having to plan out your shots, and in the editing phase, because everything will be laid out in front of you already and you'll know what to do with the footage. And if you haven't watched our episode on shot composition, I'd recommend doing that because there's a lot of great tips in it that you'll be able to apply to your storyboards to make a much more fluid piece. Alright everybody, that's going to wrap up this week's edition of 4-Minute Film School. Don't forget to head over to the forums to get involved in next week's episode. Bye!